Pelican's Rest. Written and narrated by Helen Owen. Chapter 1. The Bus Stop. Exhaling the warm smell of diesel and ice cream cones, the 501 bus steamed up to the curb. Its efficient hydraulic suspension eased, and, like a reverend butler, it bowed graciously as its doors opened to release its final passenger of the night. The passenger awoke with a start, blinking into the ghoul light of the bus. The rumble and rattle had rocked her to sleep like a mechanical lullaby. Bleary-eyed, she sashayed uncertainly down the aisle of the bus like a wobbly catwalk model. "End of the line, love," said the driver, tweaking his small black cap. "I'm heading back to the depot now." Dry-mouthed, she muttered, "Sorry, I fell asleep. I hope I haven't missed my stop. This doesn't look familiar," she said, peering out into the ill-lit shadows beyond the bus's door. "Where is this?" she asked, squinting up at the blue-shirted driver. "Pelican's Landing." "Don't you mean Peregrine's Landing?" she corrected him hopefully. "That's what I said, love. Pelican's Landing." Clearly this man was overdue for a hearing aid, but she decided to let it go. "Oh no, I was meant to get off at Peregrine's Landing, where I live," she said despondently. "Good view, though. You can see the lights from up here." He waggled a finger vaguely in the direction of outside. She was in no mood for small talk. Somewhere in the distance she heard a bell strike midnight. "Okay, love. Well, I've got to go now." He motioned to the door. Juliana alighted from the white womb of the bus and slipped into the darkness. Gathering speed, the bus drove off in its jaunty Leviathan way, leaving Juliana alone at the curbside. She looked about her. The first thing she saw was the moon, like a big pizza pie. Dean Martin's fake Italian accent crooned absurdly in her head. And below the level of the moon, at the far point where the sky meets the sea, was the horizon. Nothing looked at all familiar. Right. Even though she now realized she was hopelessly lost, there was no need to panic. She took herself firmly in hand. She would just get a street sign. Then she would ting-a-ling her mother on her brand-new iPhone. Oh, she wished Dean Martin would get out of her head. His timing was appalling. Mum would look up, wherever she was on the sat-nav, and come and get her. All right, so Mum wouldn't exactly be doing a yippee-yi-yay, or the tarantella for that matter, but she knew that she wouldn't stay angry for long when she saw that her daughter was safe and sound. All would quickly be forgiven, and they would go home and drink hot chocolate together. Darn! Her iPhone mutely registered no reception. The network was notoriously unreliable, always lots of dropouts. This just must be another black spot. She decided to try calling her mum later. Meanwhile, the stars were peeping out, and she walked tentatively down a tree-lined path into the moonly and thinly shadowed beyond.